The real power is within us. Life is often full of challenges, failures, and pain. However, this reminds us that pain is not the end of everything, but rather the door to the highest potential that we have not yet realized. Behind every obstacle, there is an empowering lesson, and through persistent mental strength, we are able to overcome seemingly impossible boundaries. The key is to master our own minds that are often our biggest enemies. When we can control our thoughts, nothing out there can stop us. This story inspires to stop giving excuses and start taking action. Nothing can hurt us as long as we do not give in to weakness and self-doubt. As you read and reflect on these lessons, remember, your greatest strength is the ability to control yourself, conquer fear, and transform pain into unshakable strength. There are no limits to those who truly master their minds. When you truly realize that pain, suffering, and failure are just part of the journey, you will find true freedom. You will stop looking for the easy way and begin to realize that it is precisely in discomfort that your strength grows. This story teaches that life is not about avoiding difficulties, but about how we respond to them. We often focus too much on what's wrong in life, on what we don't have, or on the failures we've experienced. However, we invite you to look back on every moment as an opportunity to grow. They are just tests that we can overcome with unconquerable mental strength. If you want change in your life, first change the way you think. See challenges as opportunities, see pain as encouragement to become stronger, and see failure as a stepping stone to success. Your mind is your most powerful tool, and once you can control it, the world can no longer hurt you. So don't let anything, be it fear, failure, or obstacles, hold your way. Challenge yourself to push your limits, because truly, the only limits that exist are the ones you create for yourself. You are stronger than you think, and by mastering your mind, you can conquer anything. When you begin to master the mind, you will realize that true strength does not come from a strong body or a perfect environment, but from an unwavering mentality. This is the essence of philosophy. You are invited to go beyond the physical, emotional, and even spiritual limitations that you have believed to be obstacles. When facing a difficult situation, most people will look for excuses or feel that the circumstances are not supporting them. However, inside you, there is always the choice to survive, to keep fighting, and not to give up. This story teaches that no matter what happens, we always have complete control over how we respond to life. Our mind is the strongest weapon, which can break the shackles of limitations and fear. Imagine a life where you no longer feel afraid of challenges. Every obstacle is seen as an opportunity to hone oneself. Every failure is seen as a stepping stone to jump higher. Nothing can hurt you, because you have trained yourself to be unshakable. We are reminded that the journey towards self-mastery may be full of suffering, but at the end of the road, we will find ourselves stronger. This mental strength is not just about surviving, but also about breaking through one's limits and discovering one's true potential. So, build the power within yourself. Start by controlling your thoughts. The challenges out there may be big, but with an invincible mentality. As you increasingly understand and practice the philosophy, you will notice a major change in the way you approach life. Every time you choose not to give up, to face pain and discomfort, you are building a solid mental foundation. No one can give you that much strength but yourself. The strength that comes from having the courage to keep going when everything else feels impossible. It also teaches that the greatest victory is not measured by external achievement, but by self-conquest. You can beat your opponent on the outside, but if you can't control yourself, victory is empty. On the other hand, if you succeed in conquering thoughts, fears, and self-doubts, you have reached the highest peak of success. A real example of how mental mastery can change a person's life. Through stories full of physical and mental challenges, it shows that everyone has the capacity to be stronger than they imagine. It may not be easy, it may not be fast, but with persistence and discipline, anything can be achieved. It's important to remember that the path to mental strength is not instant. There will be days when you feel tired, discouraged, or want to quit. However, this is the most crucial time, the moment when you have to push yourself harder. When you feel like you can no longer do it, you have actually only used a small part of your potential. Your thoughts can take you further than you ever imagined. Life is about resilience, and the stronger you are in the face of pressure, the better prepared you will be to conquer whatever the future brings. Start with small steps, discipline your mind, face challenges with your head held high, and don't let fear control you. Ultimately, you will realize that the greatest strength comes not from external circumstances, but from your ability to persevere and bounce back, time and time again. So, never underestimate the power of the mind. When you have mastered it, you will conquer not only pain and failure, but also the whole world. Keep fighting, keep pushing yourself, and believe that you can be stronger than you ever imagined.